I watched every episode of Making the Band, Making the Band. You know, it started to fall off after that one. I hope y'all remember that song. Hey, shout out to everybody that's on USTREAM. Jay, the New Love's in the building, Power Edge Marketing. Thank you guys very much for the support as always, and everybody else that's in the chat room. Hey guys, but check this out. I'm going to sound down for a bit. We had our first guest back in 2002, and it's hard to believe that it's been that long. We saw her on cities Making the Band 2 from the season the band was created. They dropped their CD Too Hot for TV back in 2003. Ness, Chopper, Freddie P, Idolon, and Babs Bunny, and the sweet sounds of Sarah that you heard in that track just a second ago. And in 2010, guess what, guys? She is back for good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show for the first time, Miss Sara Stokes. What's happening, Sarah?
Hey, what's up, Michael?
Nothing much. Just enjoying the weather in Atlanta. I know you've been to Atlanta several times because we see your billboards all around town. And it's funny how in ATL it could be like 60 degrees one day, and then you wake up the next morning it's like 25 degrees. What's up with that?
I don't know, but I tell you, in Michigan, it's like it was snowing like crazy. We had ice like a mug. I mean, I was sledding, man, I'm telling you. But you know what? I want to tell you one thing. Your voice is like so sexy. I just want to let you know.
Sarah, don't say that. Please don't say that because I got a crush on you, Sarah. Oh gosh, don't say that. Oh, okay. Can I get on with the interview, please?
Oh, go ahead on.
Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. Hold on, before we start the interview, Sarah, honestly, this is real talk. How are your kids doing? Because when we talked about it, we saw you back in 2002. How are your kids today? I'm pretty sure they're grown as hell.
Oh, my God, you just don't even know. My daughter, Gabby, she's already taller than me, and my son, Elijah. And Eva the Diva, y'all don't even know. This girl helps me write songs, and she's only 11 years old. This girl has got it. She is a diva.
Wow, she get it from her mama. She got it, honestly.
Oh, and you don't even know, though. Gabby, let me tell you about Gabby before you cut me off. Let me tell you, Gabrielle is a straight A-plus student. Not only that, but she's the president of the Junior National Honor Society, and she's the captain of the basketball team. She ain't playing.
Wow, congrats to her and you. You guys did a great job. Hey, but let's go back to 2002, Sarah. 40,000 strong audition for the show. Only 6 people made it, and you were one of those 6. Now, the first question is, what made you say, I'm going to audition for Making the Band?
Well, it's so funny. I had met Diddy, before, Making the Band. And I told him, I walked up to him, and I was just going to introduce myself. But I was like, hi, I'm your next artist. You're going to sign me. And I walked away, and he was looking like, what the heck? I actually saw him a year later, and he remembered me. But the reason why I auditioned was because I was in Georgia, and my husband was like, you know what? I heard this stuff on the radio about Making the Band. Why don't you come back in Georgia and try out? And I'm like, man, what the heck, Making a Band? Because I was like, what the heck? And so I went, and I ended up being late, and there was thousands of people out there. But, man, he networked me in there. I was like the 7th one to perform, and I went all the way through.
Wow. Now, at what point, like during the show, during the auditions, even before the show, at what point did you realize, you said to yourself, you know what, I got a shot at making this band?
Man, let me tell you, it's just like the drive I had. You know when you got the eye of the tiger and you ain't letting nobody stand in your way? I don't even care. It's like it was like perfection. I had to have everything in line. I mean, I didn't want to mess up. I just had that eye of the tiger, man. It wasn't nobody even shoot. I was like, nope, I'm coming in first. Bump that.
And if you guys saw the show, there was a lot. I mean, the way the reality show was depicted, and you can see today, I have a whole different, view on these reality shows today. But I think that looking back in 2002 when you guys did your episode, and it was actually the first season that Puff did, if I'm not mistaken, because they had a band before y'all, but I don't think Puff did that show. But you guys' episode or your season of Making the Band was probably one of the realest seasons that I've seen so far. So definitely big ups to all of you guys. And that brings me to my next question. When you look back at Sara Stokes during the Making the Band days, during the show, during the MTV days, what would Sara today, what kind of advice would you have given the younger Sara Stokes before her journey into the music business?
Well, you know, I mean, being younger, I was like 25, and it just seemed like I was trying to find myself. I knew I could sing, and I knew I fit, and I know I'm pretty much versatile when it comes to my music. I can pretty much do anything, even country, opera, whatever. But I just felt like I didn't really know who I was at the time, and versus now, I know who I am. I know I'm a grown ASS woman. You know, I got to spell it out. I don't know if you can cuss, but
no,
you know,
you can
I just feel like
cuss.
Yeah. Well, you know, I just felt like now I know exactly who I am. I'm grown. I'm sexy still, bump it. You know what I mean? And it's just, I feel like everyone is different, and nobody on this earth is like you. So the world would be real, real boring if everyone was the same.
Yeah. Guys, if you're just tuning in, I'm talking to the Sara Stokes. She has a new single out called No Call, No Show, and we're going to listen to that in just a second. Sara, quick question. Have you ever no call, no show to a job and then went to go pick up your check the same day?
I have to tell you the truth, I haven't had that many jobs. I went straight to singing. That's pretty much the only job I had. But you know what? I probably did not show up a couple of times. I ain't going to even lie. But, you know, I still was trying to get that check.
Hey, let me just say this, that, you know, when you're selected from over 40,000 people for anything, I don't care what it is, when you are one of 6 people selected in over 40,000, you have something special, and I really, really think that you guys had something special with all of your talents, whether it was collaborative as a group with, you know, as the band. And I tell you, when the CD came out, I was the first one, you know, at Best Buy or wherever I picked it up to get it. And for those that did not hear that CD, the tracks were bumping, the sounds were great, the vocals mixed it. I mean, like the collab you did with Ness, it was you and Ness on that song, just the song, just the music itself. You guys did a great job at putting that product together. And just real quick, I'll kind of offer the subject real quick. Do you talk to anybody anymore, like Ness or Chopper, Freddie, Dylon, or Babs at all?
Oh, yeah, I pretty much talk to everyone. I mean, me and Babs are going to end up doing a song. I seen Chopper in Atlanta not too long ago. Dylon, he just hit me up. So, you know, Fred, I talked to him too. So pretty much everyone except for Ness. I mean, it's been a couple years since I spoke with him, but I figured he's doing well. Big up to Ness.
Okay.
Where you at, brother?
Yes, sir. Where you at, Ness? Hey,
right.
After the show, you guys did the show, you dropped the CD, and then I think you did the final season of Making the Band. After the show, what has Sara been up to from the day the show ended to, you know, fast forward a few years? What you been doing since then?
Well, to tell you the truth, I just never stopped recording because, you know, I didn't want to be all rusty and crap when I got back in the studio, you know. You never know where your hit will come from anyway, so I definitely kept recording. Also, you know, I wanted to have a book of my life story, so I started writing that. I mean, I'm running marathons now, and, you know, I'm just really, yeah, you don't know? I'll be running like 5 miles every day. Come on. What's up? You can't rap. I'm telling you, if you race me, you're going to be really, like, out of breath.
You know what? Hold up, Sara. I am 40. You know, I turned 40 last year. Don't test me now, because I still got it.
Okay. Well, let's go.
Yeah, y'all heard that, right? I got it recorded. Sara is challenging me into
I'll be in Atlanta a minute. I'll be out in Georgia in a minute, man. Look, don't play, because I'll be right there like, come on.
I'm gonna hold you to that. Now, I did hear from a little birdie that, you know, you stayed up on your music game, but you also went back to school.
Oh, yeah, I definitely did that. I mean, I'm going to have my own skincare line. I'm real big on that, but I actually went and got my aesthetics degree. So, you know, I can do all the facials, you know, men and women don't want to be bumpy, you know, looking all crazy. So I'm definitely developing things right now, working with ingredients and working with some good scientists and all that and chemists. So definitely going to be having that coming out for the men and women, and it's called SAS for my initials, Sara Ann Stokes. So, I mean, it's all.